hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. And we're gonna intimidate this guy.
All I have is the 2 nuggets, but they're yours if you let me out of here.
Are you breathing smoke? Barat will kill you if he catches you with his lyrium.
Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna sell it, and we're gonna let this guy live, and so he can go back to doing.
Doesn't work with Barat, you won't. Tell you what, cut me in 50 and we'll take it to Olinda. Remember her? She likes me and refuses to work with the old man.
That could work.
Then what happens to me?
You don't ever cross Barat again, and you get to live. As far as Barat knows, yes.
I'll go back up to the surface right now. I'll move to Orlais, to Antiva. Thank you. You're as noble as you are strong. May the ancestors bless your steps.
I mean, we helped that guy out. Which, okay, Barat's a really shady person and crooked person. And it's not like this guy is all squeaky clean either.
I swear, Barat won't hear anything.
Okay, and the barkeeper is actually promising us that he's not going to rat us out to Barat either. Because he saw the guy get up and walk off. He's probably just thankful that we didn't make a huge mess in his tavern.
Is that smart? If Barat finds out Oskias ran, he'll kill you. He'll kill me. He'll make you kill me, then yourself. Then he'll probably stew us and serve us to the poor.
Well, it's a little late. He already took off.
We should sell this quick and report back before Barat starts wondering what's taking so long. Unless you think we should give it all to Barat.
We'll sell one and...
He'd probably buy that. If he knew what Oskias was hoarding, he wouldn't have sent us to look, right? Unless he was testing us. You're the boss.
Well, good. Okay. Oh, hey, you're
Watch
a person.
yourself. The Shaper doesn't need your footprints all over his clean clothes.
How would our footprints get all over his clean clothes unless you're laying them on the ground?
Back. I'm not going to risk my position by having someone see you near his robes. After my mother took 5 years of her personal time sewing fine dresses for the head maid at the Shaperate, Mother tells me they never considered a single other candidate when the position opened for underwasher.
Once again, I really dislike the attitude that the people in Orzammar in general have towards the castless.
They oversee births, marriages, death records, histories, everything we do or are. Except you, I guess. Castless and criminals aren't allowed in a Shaper's presence.
Well, now we know what the Shaper does.
Whatever horrid deviants you're descended from were written out of the histories and deemed unworthy to join the ancestors. Obviously they bred anyway, but their children can't possibly deserve the same protections as those who were legitimately born.
Okay, do I have an option to... I'm not going to apologize for you. She's being so snarky. I guess you're looking for
Get away from me. I'll tell my father you tried to violate me. I would sooner lie with a nug. No time to talk. The Shaper likes his robes pressed by the time the hour chimes.
I didn't know what that fully meant. I didn't know if it was like a sex reference or if it was going to be a, hey, let's, you know, rough this person up and steal their stuff. You never know with this sort of thing. Well, we succeeded in making her feel uncomfortable. Her snarkiness kind of deserved that. Ion, what's over here? Is this like the exit to the city?
Turn around, Brand. No castless on the grounds.
Oh, it's the proving grounds.
I think what my friend meant to say is we were just leaving. What were you thinking? No castless are allowed at the proving.
Yeah, that's another issue entirely. Nobles are too afraid of getting shown up by the castless. When, you know, you give them a contest where things could be equal. Okay, so here we
What are
go
you
right
two
back
doing
to...
here?
Did you just teleport behind your counter?
Well, that's not what I was expecting to hear cross those lips. Where exactly would someone like you pick up lyrium?
Uh,
I
yeah.
think that's probably something I should never know.
Didn't
Good
I
call.
tell you she's a gem?
How much do you have?
Well, we need to turn both of these into cash.
I can give you 30 silvers per nugget.
Only 30.
It's less than it's worth, I won't lie to you. But the market for it's topside, and that won't be easy for me to reach. And I'll have to find a buyer who won't ask where it came from. For that, I can't afford more than 30.
I don't have a reason to distrust her, but I'm also contemplating here, like, maybe I can go check the
Not
other
unless you
merchant.
want Barat hearing. I'll tell you plain, you won't find another merchant in this quarter who won't feed him whatever he asks. And I'd mourn a day or two to lose my buddy Leske, I'll tell you that. Now, do you want the deal or not?
Yeah. If I choose Nevermind, I don't think I'll sell. Can I still maintain the offer and
All right
come
then.
back to her?
Let me take that
That's
off
my
your
big
hands.
issue with this,
And
is
you
I don't
probably
know.
shouldn't come around here for a while, just in case.
So each of us got 30 silvers for our 2 pieces of lyrium. And we can just go back and tell Barat, hey, this is how much money the guy had. And give them each like half, and we get to keep half of what we had. That would seem reasonable. What else can we do here? Oh, this is me trying to go back to Barat. So another thing I was considering with that whole thing, I don't know. I don't know if it's really going to matter. Because ultimately, you know, we're going to get this intro story here to its end goal.
Make yourself useful.
Oh, I am making myself useful. I got more money than you did today. And so I'm like reading this to see, okay, where can I find Barat? This is actually a lot simpler than what I'm making it out to be. But I have no idea where to go. And no one's telling me where to go. And I don't think the map tells me where to go, does it? Maybe the map does. I thought I'd try the map at some point. And yeah, I ran into a wall there. We're just doing wonderful today. That's also what happens to me in real life. Like, if I don't know where to go, I just run myself into a wall until I do. Alright. So where haven't we been? Well, obviously to Barat's place, but we don't know where that is.
Do you mind? I have nothing you can afford, and as long as you're here, no one...
Oh,
Good.
stuff it. Okay, we actually passed Barat's place twice. And eventually, like, I checked the map here, that's not telling me anything. But it says Barat's has a shop in the Commons. So I'm like, okay, I need to be in the Commons, which is where I'm at now. That way's the proving.
I'm watching you, Brand. Keep
That side of the Commons is
Oh,
closed.
shut up. Just tell me where Barat's shop is. And this way's the proving. That can't be right. And Barat's shop is actually right here. Like, how did I not see the prompt for it before? I don't think it was prompted to me before.
His rule won't hold much longer.
Prince Balin seems far more sympathetic to our interests than Trian.
Balin has some tastes of his own that he knows I can
Oh, they're talking about Balin and
We'll finish
Trian
this
and...
later. It's about time you two showed up. What happened with Ascaius?
So it sounds like the whole noble debacle thing is going on, like, at the same time as this.
Some people are slow learners. You should have known. You don't lie to me. I can smell it. Did I make that clear? I thought I made that clear. Now, did you find out what I asked you for or not?
I forgot to check the body. That's not what I wanted to do.
Are you breathing smoke? You've just lost me my property, haven't you? Jarvia, search them. They got anything that looks like more coin than they're worth, take it.
Okay, so what happens here is you end up losing, like, half your money. I checked afterwards. I don't know why they only take half.
One job. You split on this one, and you and your sweet sister are both out on the street.
And after we both just... He kind of caught us in a lie, and yet he's giving us another job.
Not if you know what's
What I
healthy
wanted to
for
do...
you.
Ideally,
This
what
one,
you should
I
be
want
doing
you
is...
invisible.
If you're going to
The
lie
Warrior
like
Cast is
that...
hosting a proving today. All
is
the best
don't
fighters,
take all your
last
money
man
with you
standing.
and just
know the sort.
leave it at your house. Of
showing
course,
off for some
Mom would probably
brave
find it
warden
and go
who's
buy
looking
more
for
alcohol
candidates
with
to
it.
drag off to a life of eternal glory. Now, it's not often we get every named fighter in Orzammar lined up like that. And I have certain acquaintances who take an interest in this sort of thing.
So gambling.
There's a lot of coin to be made when people get the fever up. Favorite fighter's an officer named Minar, veteran of 4 Darkspawn campaigns. Everd's a long shot. Just got back from a deep roads offensive. Some young buck who has all the ladies drooling. I've got a lot of money riding on him. Mine and other people's. I expect to see that 8-to-1 pay off. Understand?
I do, but what
Fight
do you
only
want me
gets
to
announced
do?
to contestants themselves to prevent illegal gambling. So first, you'll have to find Everd. See who he's fighting and when. When the name Minar comes up, I want you to slip this drug into the bastard's water. It'll slow his reflexes, just enough to take the edge off, not enough to show. But it wears off quickly, so don't use it until just before his fight.
You're trusting us with this task. That
He's
would
the
be good
kind of
information to
warrior who
know.
wants to show off his oiled physique to a cheering crowd. You think he wants scum like us making money on him? Don't let him know what you're doing. Just find his chamber, see when he's fighting, then go to Minar and dump the drug.
All without anybody seeing us, right? And how are we even supposed to get in there?
He should have an alcove for his pre-fight preparations. All the fighters are provided basins of water. If you're asking how to sneak in there, you're pretty much saying you're no good to me.
Okay, fair enough.
Here's your pass to get on the grounds. The proving starts as soon as the clock strikes. And when I say I have coin on this, I'm not talking about some pittance, like the value of your life. If I don't see Everd's name on the winner's sheet, you'd better make sure I never see you or your sister ever again.
Okay, so he gives us some vague direct. Well, he gave us some details, but he kind of scoffed at us for asking for some of those details. It's like, here's the thing: if you want something done, we can go and do it and make it happen. But if you want something done a certain way, you need to give directions. All right, well, let's go to the proving. There's a whole lot of things that could go wrong here. And he definitely didn't give us any directions on backup plans.
You again. I said you weren't allowed on the proving grounds, Bran.
Well, I have a pass right here. Ha ha ha.
Looks legitimate. Go on through then. But stay to the trenches. Grey Wardens
It's
don't
more
need
legitimate
some
than
eyesore
your
getting between them
beard
and
going
the fighters.
through your armor is. Alright. And so now we're at the proving grounds here.
Don't look at the fighters, Brand. Did you see those?
Oh, shut up, people. Again with that attitude.
Did you see that first bout?
I'm really kind of over it.
Stone's embrace. That's one of them. One of the Grey Wardens.
Just treating people like
Stone
crap
net
because they
and
have a
blessings on your house.
certain
That
tattoo
was
on
the
their
proper
face.
greeting for an outsider last time I visited Orzammar. Has it changed? Or is there a reason you're
It's
looking at me
Duncan.
so strangely?
I'm looking at you strangely because everybody talks to me like crap except you. And you're a human. Who's also a guest of honor that we know you're a guest of honor.
Do they say the Grey Wardens are disrespectful then? My name is Duncan.
Not what I
I'd
meant by
say
that,
of
but
the Grey
okay.
Wardens, but I suspect you already know that. Pleased to meet you.
I'm Duretti of nobody.
Ah, of course. That's what the face brand means then. I remember that now.
What? Now you have to stop talking to me as a question? That's kind of the one. I don't really like any of these options.
I never turn down the chance to meet someone new. When we visit Orzammar, we tend to remain in the Diamond Quarter. You forget how much of the city you miss. The Wardens are always looking for those who have the courage to spend their lives in battle against the Darkspawn. It's rare we find those with both the skill and the will. The best Wardens are ruthless to their enemies, compassionate to their friends, and inspiring to their troops. It's a lot to look for, but I hope to find it here. And I hope you also may find what you are looking for.
I'm looking for... Let's not go into that with him. And so now we get just a ton of codex entries for all those proper nouns that were just mentioned. And I probably wouldn't be as confused by all those proper nouns if I was actually, like, reading the codex entries, or had read the codex entries when I first played this game. But I very often don't like to just pause games and read walls and walls of text every 5 minutes. That sound is troubling. Wonder what it could be.
Sweetheart,
It's Everd.
Son, he's stone drunk. He could draw a dead man for his bout and still lose. Rot's gonna kill us if we slip up here. He's already jumpy enough after that stunt with Oscius.
Okay, so
I just
what...
had an idea.
I realize that Barat doesn't realize that this guy is drunk here. But if Barat were to come in right now,
So,
what would he expect us to do?
This thing with a blade, right? Everd's armor is over there, and you're about the same size.
Well, it sounds like we're going to wear this armor and go in the proving. Because remember, Barat wanted Everd's name to show up on the list. That is all he cares about. So I'll do that, and you
You've
know
got a
what? Don't
heart of
bother with the
steel,
poison.
Soraka. Get in the armor.
We don't need something else going wrong here.
Officer Minar versus the warrior Averd. Fighters, report to the ring.
Well,
No more time. Make sure you have everything and go tell the Proving Guard you're ready to fight. And don't forget to keep your helmet down.
of course. And let's... Ooh, this is all of Everd's stuff. So I guess we're expected to wear this. Alright, it looks good. Okay, let's equip all this nice stuff. Ooh, we are now Darth Everd. I'm actually going to go with the Everd's mace in the one hand since I'm dual wielding, and then my good dagger in the other hand. That was an interesting sound effect. Yeah, the gray iron dagger. I can barely see the text on the screen. So I'm like squinting at it, trying to read and commentate on what's going on the screen, and it's not working super well. Anywho, is this where I'm supposed to go? No.
Stone met Averd. I believe it is
This
time
is
for
where
your
I'm supposed
bout.
to go. Hi there.
May fortune favor your fight, Averd. Are you ready?
Let's not use
As you
words.
This is a glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the paragons of Orzammar. For our honored guests, the Grey Warden, the warrior Averd, son of Galton, will fight Officer Minar, survivor of the battle at Tar Ellerin.
Alright, so once again, we find ourselves fighting in the Proving, but under very, very different circumstances. I don't want to say something that gives me away. Okay.
Is vanquished. Fight! All the noise, father.
Alright, stun. Oh, how did we miss? He is stunned. Just punch him in the back of the head with a mace. We didn't miss that time. But yeah, as usual, these battles in the Proving are going to be pretty easy, especially since we never did any combat before this. It's a very dialogue-heavy game. Sometimes I don't mind it, and sometimes it's like, we've been so long, almost 2 full episodes now with no combat, and we're just getting into the combat here.
A truly memorable fight. The young cadet vanquishes the wily veteran. Healer, see to his injuries. The warrior Averd, son of Galton, will fight last year's Journeyman Division champion, Adolfo.
Ooh, the Journeyman Division champion. That title means absolutely nothing.
May we both win glory in the eyes of our...
Why is there blood suddenly appearing there? Gosh. We caused a glitch in the Proving. Don't mind that blood. That was actually the spot where Minar fell. And then I guess, due to cutscenes or whatever, the blood puddle appeared there after the fact. Oh. Well, this fight is going extraordinarily well. Hey. He went berserk on me. Yeah, that went very well.
The winner is Everd!
The ancestors have withdrawn their blessings and embrace a new champion on their field. The warrior Everd, son of Dalton, will fight Leske, Silent sister in training. She
Oh,
has
woman.
made her vows, but not completed her blooding. Will she be accepted?
Not
into
completed
the
her
legendary
blood? That sounds
order?
weird.
That will depend on her performance today.
No, she is silent.
First
Yeah, we'll go with the
warrior to
first
fall
option.
is vanquished. Fight!
No, and there's the puddle of blood appearing from the last guy. Let's hit her. Thank you. And I'm just kind of watching my dual weapon sweep and dirty fighting to see when I can do that again.
The winner is Everd!
Hooray!
Leske went to the stone without a sound, as befits her vows. But it wasn't hard to see the blood that was spilled.
Went to the stone. What? She
Everd will
didn't
advance to the
die.
final bout
Did she? We're not
to
killing
determine the
people
true
here.
Champion of the ring against.
Oh, this isn't good. It's Everd.
Hey, that's my armor!
Leske, what?
Who are you? How dare you disrupt this sacred? Wait.
Leske is
I
so
know that
incompetent.
man.
You couldn't keep a
That's
drunk
Everd.
guy who was passed out from stumbling his way out here. That's all you had to do, Leske.
Remove your helmet, warrior, and let all who watch you see your face.
Oh, this isn't going to be good. I'm not removing my helmet, so that'll show you guys.